of English, and my colleague here, yes, you know. And what we're going to do is something slightly different, and it's a very hard act to follow, the choir. So please just bear with us, because that was quite something. So what we're going to be doing is something more of a practical experiment and an example of how both of us in our different faculties and a lot of other colleagues across campus are using creative engagement in the curriculum. And so at the end of our little production, we're going to have a demonstration of how applied theatre can be used in the classroom, involving our 2 theatre practitioners that we have on campus. And the DVC needs to know that we don't have a drama department, but we actually have live, well, extremely experienced theatre practitioners, and I hope you adopt them too. Yes. Okay, so Delia and Abby are working with me in my 3rd year elective in Topics in Theatre, and we are using students' own narratives that they wrote and putting them into embodiment. And Nani, would you like to just say what you're doing?
Okay, good afternoon everyone. The DVC, Teaching and Learning, has already adopted the foundation phase. The only thing is that the foundation phase need to now enter into arts to teach the foundation phase children, you know, the role play and so on and so on.
Role play.
So what I did I used the language portrait for the students to express their linguistic journey. Then I discovered something that there's some reservations, big reservations when it comes to English, because they are grounded in home language, Afrikaans home language and Xhosa home language. So English is something that is like not, you know, comfortable, but something has changed. You know, we're gonna see how they have changed it. I think that's all.
That's all we can say now. We're going to hand over and go straight into the performances, and each of the directors is going to just describe how it goes.
Hello everyone, maybe some of the people that are gathered on that side, if you wouldn't mind just coming a little bit closer, because the group is actually going to be performing in this space over here, and one of our performances is actually on the floor. So if you can just come a little bit closer, that would be wonderful. One of the things you need to just know about this piece is that it's a work in progress. The students are 3rd year theatre topics learners, and some of them have actually used the work that some of their peers wrote, and they are performing the work of their peers. One of the performers is performing his own piece that he wrote, and over the course of yesterday and today, they have put the piece together. So it is a work in progress, and they are performing, many of them for the first time, for an audience. And I think that that's something that we really need to praise and celebrate today, because it takes a lot of courage and a lot of bravery to get up and share work that your peers are doing and that you yourself are doing, and trying new and different things. And today we are all about celebrating those things. So, you guys can come.
That day, I let myself die. Born as unknown as a sunken ship, never cleared for takeoff. Cry sipping through a sinking boat. My life essence emptied. Not a centimeter of a silver lining. Belt buckle known as shining punishment. I dare to others all as the needs and become their prodigy of human resource. In an instant, reaching out to find myself, I had to let go. For I had become a waterless place, now slipping under the sand. and becoming a source of food for unseen creatures. Even in death, I am to others as they need. A source of what I'll never know. Tula, tula, tula sana, tuluma muzobuya, ebuseni, noma ekalelu baba, ekalelu baba, ekalelu baba.
Daddy, I know you're not here anymore, but I grew up with belief that you either go to heaven or you go to hell. And I hope hell has a quiet spot for you to listen to this, to listen to me. I know now that I was never planned, but your anger towards me was a rush of space and time. Newlyweds, and I was the unwanted. Thrown against the wall, given to friends to beat and play with. Was I ever loved? Was I ever more than a smudge on the wall, stepped on, plowed through, left to the wind to guide and give direction? The Retrak, a Retrak, my Retrak. Joshua was born, your third child, but the second one you truly loved. I played with my Retrak, but the sound was too loud. It roared loud like a lion. Perhaps I loved it because it made me feel powerful. But for Joshua, the boy, it made him upset. So we decided to play away from him, and you decided the Retrak had to go. But why did it have to go in pieces? Why did it have to go broken by my body? The Retrak was mine.
Upindu zubuye, upindu zubuye, upindu zubuye. Daddy, I believe to zubuye, upindu zubuye, upindu zubuye, upindu zubuye. Daddy, I believe to zubuye.
When I left, I could tell my uncle was not right. He felt a bit off. You could say he was colorless, a leopard with no spots, a hunter with no will to kill. I didn't realize the fight had got into him. I left late for school. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who was hiding a secret? I could see all the pain and pretense in my uncle's face. The misery trying to break through a wall of lies. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, he said. You know, even if it's just 30 seconds to hear him speak again. 30 seconds to say, I love you. 30 seconds to say, I know. I would have rather had that than find those two shoes.
I know I'm praying for much too much. Why couldn't you send back the only man she loved? I know you don't do it usually, but dear Lord, she's dying to dance with her father again. Every night I force, this is all I ever dream.
A garage. What goes in a garage? The washing, cars, tools. What else? Possibly a lawnmower. Maybe even boxes of rubbish filled with things from yesteryear which we feel too attached to let go of. But don't actually need them enough for them to be in the house. A couple of guys jumped into our garage, through the space between the roof and the wall of our garage, and further proceeded to get into our house. Nothing significant was taken. and they got away with a few odd things. Our garage soon ran out of space, which mainly meant my father had no place to store all his tools and other insignificant utilities. I mean, it wasn't really a major deal, but then again, everyone views things differently. It even was a big deal though. Then my garage changed altogether. I walked into my garage on a Wednesday morning, expecting to see my clothes hanging there, but not the man who did it. The man who taught me right from wrong. The man who taught me what holds significance in life and what is not. And yet, quite strangely, I find comfort in it. I acknowledge significance rather than overlook what I deem to be insignificant. I'm still wondering though, what goes in a garage?
Call me a farm girl. Farm Julie. Here I was a girl, growing up in Transkei, at one of the villages of Umtata. I loved playing outside. Taking baths always came last. There I am, dusty, walking in and out of the house every day. I remember sitting behind the hut houses and crying because I missed my parents. I'd imagine where they were like a happy place in my mind. I longed for their presence. When they gave me the phone, my mom's last promise to me, December holidays would come and I'd be so happy Mom had bought us presents. Even those bandanas that had doll hair knitted on them. You see, I looked like one of those white women on TV when I wore those. And I too wanted to be on TV. As a child, I used to run to him. When my mom had spanked me for doing wrong, and he would say, "Thula kaloku mntanam, uzambetha naye." You know, those words always gave me a sense of relief, even though I never really saw him do it. My mom used to tell us Prt8 stories about how he had saved so many lives during that period. And luckily, they had not found him that day at the house to kill him for releasing innocent black prisoners. One night, I saw 2 graves in a dream. And I knew deep down the cloud of death was pursuing my loved ones. But who could it be, God? No, I kept it to heart. Close to December holidays, 2011, my father sat us down and told us that his father had passed on. No, not the great tree of Amavulane. During the day of his funeral, I swore to preach the beauty of his heart to the whole world. But the pain, the anger and tears couldn't let me. So all they saw was cries. And so heard cries through my throat. When I came back, my head was old. And I was mourning for him. They laughed and asked about the shaving. But the pain was always too piercing to utter. So I decided not to
I am the
been practicing drama on campus since 2014, etc. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're taking another one of those monologues. We're just reinterpreting it in a different way. Okay, it's written by one of the students, and that particular student is a dancer, a hot, powerful dancer that I just felt we want to work with. So what we've done is we've taken the words and we've made the words into dance. And so the last thing I just want to say is there is so much creative talent on campus. That's what I've been experiencing. So I hope you enjoy it, okay?
Yes, she is. No, she's not. 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 But wait, her eyes just twitched. No, wait, her mouth just moved. Don't worry, Mama. I'll get you out of that coffin right away. Alive! La, la.
People look at me strangely, as if I'm talking some foreign language. People look at me strangely, as if I'm speaking some foreign language.
The time I was dreaded, every time I would shower, he did unspeakable things to me. I used to hear little children playing inside my room, but every time we'd make eye contact, they would tie me to my bed and cut my...
Sorry, guys.
Memories through the grapevine, but my uncle playing with a slip. Some of the stress got me fucked up, been fucked up since
Okay, the foundation phase students are going to start their own. Come.
Good afternoon all. Mna ndikusimamkele, ndikhalmashe, ndingumanala uMampembe noJakadelani baphembezileni. Ndizalelwe ndiwaseTsongo. Khela mliseTsongo.
Molweni, igama lami Siyabonga okwabamazela.
Molweni, igama lami Mhlumelo fana Mayaya, khaya eSemthatha.
Molweni, lo uthethayo usinazo, uXwayi Fani, ndinguMancitshane, ngisichonga uMngxolo Msila. Asuka kuQumbu.
Molweni kuwo wonke umuntu lapha mnigama nikabongile wakwaMacingwane ndifuna ukuthi nje molweni nje kule nyanga yomdaka ongeva sephi.
Okay, Madase, when did you first learn English?
I think grade 4.
I'm going around grade 5, 6, not sure.
I think I learned my English grade 2.
English I learned from grade 10, if I think right.
I started at grade 3.
Okay, so what I would like to know is, how did you learn it?
I take English not serious. I started English serious at grade 10.
I learned English through movies, cartoons, because unfortunately I was my parents never read stories before bedtime, so I never had the privilege.
I learned my English from school because I was in a special school, so our teachers knew that we do not speak English at home. So if the teacher wants you to say thank you, she would again interpret it and say that was enkosi.
Yeah, English I started learning from grade 10 due to lack of knowledge to teachers, I can say so. Because all the subjects to me were taught in Isitxhosa, then it was a question in mind to me. This question I started to ask from grade 10. Why teachers are you taught in these subjects in Isitxhosa, whereas you expect us to write in English during exam, and then I get the response, but that response I will give you later on.
Now, tell me, class, I've heard you. I've been listening. Would you teach English to your children?
Yes, I will teach my children English.
Yeah, I would, but not necessarily English, because English is the same as culture, or sort of culture. If my children are Xhosa, they must be Xhosa. And English at school, Xhosa.
Yes, I would teach English to my learners, even though English is not a measure of intelligence.
Yes, I would also teach English to my children, because I can see now, we were not taught English back then, but we do need it now, because it's a way we need to communicate. So I think it is important to teach your children English at home.
I think it is unnecessary to teach English.
Well done, class, well done. All of you, no one is wrong. Now I would like to know, how are you going to teach this English? Because this English is new.
we're gonna be creative, you know.
Okay. I will drop a few lines in a way that I will give you an example how you could teach English in a young children. So it's going to be something. With a new generation, I'm talking about teachers and foundation, school teachers, to teach the negative cases, with going around meeting new faces, with different barriers. To overcome. We sound like it now. We've got lectures that aim to help us.
Yeah. Any India is no offense on my abandon. Rapping, role play, social media.
Social media.
Yes, Peter, go the first century more was going project. It's very creative, abandon right hand, a lot.